To give insights into the ongoing EDSA rehabilitation, we are joined by the Transportation and Infrastructure Expert Engineer, Rene Santiago. Good morning, Engineer. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning and Merry Christmas sa inyong dalawa.
Alright, Engineer, simulan ko po muna, no, bago yung pag-usapan natin yung traffic tsaka yung impact. Ano pong sinasabi nilang makabagong technology na ginagamit nila sa pag-reblocking ng EDSA ngayon?
Alam mo, yan ang isa sa tawag kong deflection or palamuti, no? By saying that they have discovered a new technology to be used. Actually, that is a very old technology. Yung tinatawag nilang stone
Yung asphalt, bagong
asphalt,
klase.
stone-matic asphalt, SMA. 1960 pa na-discover sa Germany yan. Mga 10 years ago, inadapt na ng DPWH sa standard yan, in-accept na nila na pwede. So, claiming that it is new is again another what I call yung palamuti na kunwari para walang masyadong ireklamo ng publiko at para masabi nilang itong version 3 na ba ito, version 4 ng rehab ng EDSA ibang kakaiba sa nakaraan.
So base po, Engineer, sa nakikita nyo sa EDSA, ganito lang po ba ang paraan para i-rehab siya in large phases? Hindi ba pwede yung mga dating ginagawa, yung sabihin natin Sunday ng gabi, small portion, and after 1 week, pag Sunday ng gabi ulit, another small portion, kailangan mo biglain lahat?
Alam mo, that is at one of the problem na nakakalungkot, no? We keep on postponing the major aspect of rehab. Nung before, siguro 20 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, the same issues are faced. So, instead of a major rehab to confront the pain, we chose to have a minimum, to minimize the pain by doing reblocking. So, reblocking is actually an artificial temporary scheme to avoid the pain pa isa-isa. So we're back to the same thing. We haven't really addressed the problem. Yun ang tinatawag kong we haven't done a Boracay pace, the Boracay moment for EDSA.
So, para po sa inyo, mas maigi po na isang bagsakan na. Isara na to for a period of time at gawin ng maayos.
Pinuspon natin more than 20 years ago, tapos meron pa I think 10 years ago na in-attempt yan. Then we keep on postponing the major things. Kaya lalong nagagrabe. Now I can understand what they are trying to do. Yung resurfacing siguro para mapakita sa ASEAN yung portion ng road na gagamitin sa 2026. When the Philippines will host ASEAN, nagpapakita tayo na maganda yung daan. Again, our penchant for pakitang tao, yung pabalatbunga, cosmetology, what I call. No? So there are two things now here. We will refuse to accept that there is no gain without pain. Sometimes we want little pain na prolong pa isa-isa, pushing the problem back and forth. Ang tawag nga sa English nun, kick the can down the road, bahala ang future generations to handle it. And we are now the future generations after 20 years, we're back to the same issue.
But yun nga po, kasi sinasabi nga po ninyo kanina regarding the hosting ng Pilipinas sa ASEAN next year. Do you think itong reblocking that they're doing, yung EDSA rehabilitation, ay aabot naman sa pag-host natin sa ASEAN?
I think so because ang basic portion from the southern part from Guadalupe to I think Rojas Boulevard, mukhang most of it are minor rework, karamihan asphalt overlay, no?
Okay. Okay, pero sabi nyo nga po mas maigi na isara na to ng kumbaga ng malawakan kaysa yung utay-utay. Pero kanina po during our report, yung mga drivers po mga transportation natin ay nagreklamo na ito ginagawa pa lang po reblocking pero nagreklamo na po sila sa tindi ng traffic. So what more kung buong EDSA ay isasara for rehabilitation? Your thoughts on that?
Yung original plan na I think last May or April was not really a total closure of EDSA. Kaya lang it's the intersection by phases din, by lane. No? And this one is a stripped down version, reblocking, para kang nagpapalit ng mga tiles na sira sa iyong banyo. Ganun.
Right.
And there will be pain even in that case. Yun ang sinasabi ko, we always run away from the pain, hoping to have a gain without the benefit, without the pain. Yan ang nakakalungkot yan, no?
And do you think this is, sorry, follow up ko lang, and do you think this is more costly than doing yung sinasabi po ninyo na pangkalahatang closure na lang at talagang gawin na lang ng...
Yes, because you will do it repeatedly and many times, no? We have done it over the last 20 years. We repeated reblocking. Yeah, there was not much pain, pero nagrereklamo when you have a sectional
Right.
disruption or choking of traffic. Mangyayari yon. We either face it now or sometime in near future or postpone it again.
Yeah.
Ito yung tinatawag kong we have to do our Boracay moment. Shall we close it or not? Or shall we do the severe work or just cosmetic?
So, engineer, parang pero medyo naintindihan ko po yung sinasabi nyo. If we go by the original plan na hindi reblocking or face by face, isang bagsakan na, okay, matinding hirap ang traffic daranasan natin, pero pag naayos to, hindi mayat-mayat ang repair. Ang reblocking,
Yes.
maya-maya mag-repair tayo, so maya-maya mag-shutdown tayo. In other words, konting tiis, pero dire-diretso magagamit ng EDSA na maayos. Tama po ba yun, engineer?
Yes, tama.
So
Yan
you
ang nakakalungkot na isa. No? Pangalawa, we haven't, ang isa pang nakakalungkot, we haven't moved on from EDSA. We keep on,
Yes,
pag may
so-
Exactly,
problema,
that's true. That's a good
highlight.
point.
We have bigger problems than the EDSA itself. Even on EDSA alone, it is not the road infrastructure per se that is the bigger problem. The bigger problem on EDSA is we have reduced the capacity, the volume to capacity, yung passenger throughput ng EDSA.
Yes. So, engineer, ang may nagsabi, I think a few weeks ago or a month ago, that EDSA is beyond beyond the fixing na daw po in terms of easing the traffic, and we should now focus to develop daw yung C5 to decongest EDSA by adding layers, parang sa Los Angeles daw, ang mga skyway layers sa C5. Do you think would be a good idea po?
The dream plan on 2015 envisages a viaduct or a flyover, an elevated expressway on C5.
Yes.
Mukhang kinancel na yun at hindi na ginagawa or what, no? There are many things, sabi ko nga, ang importanteng gawin is dapat i-address talaga. Most of our streets are reach their capacity.
Yes.
And EDSA primarily, no? So, ibang approach na ang kailangan dyan. So, yung mga major projects na importante sa EDSA or elsewhere in the entire Metro Manila, hindi po natin ina-address eh.
Oo.
We are so hot yun, takot tayo.
Right.
So, sorry.
Well, you're an engineer, you're an expert, and you've got good points explaining to us what's happening, what's the real score nga dito sa reblocking na ito. Pero po, what would you do po, no? Why do you think the government did this? Diba? Na instead na yung sinasabi niyo po na big closure na lang, utay-utay po yung ginagawa nila. And they have engineers on their side as well.
Well, they want to show something that they're doing good for appearances. They're more concerned with pakita na hindi masyadong painful sa mga motorists. So they also refuse they like the convenient way of kicking the can down the road.
So, overall, engineer, ano yung best way, aside from EDSA, to decongest traffic? Mukhang ang nangyayari based sa narinig natin, parang puro beautification lang ang nangyayari sa EDSA. But what will be the most effective way to decongest traffic? Kasi alam natin, hanggang ganyan na lang yung EDSA. Should we build another EDSA or a circumferential road?
Okay. So, master plan sa Metro Manila, there are 6 circumferential
Yes,
roads.
C6, C1 to 6.
EDSA is C4. C5 is one of them.
Yes.
Incomplete ang C5. Yung C6, incomplete. Long after they were planned to be built, we have postponed. That's why we're facing this problem. On EDSA per se, how do you increase immediately the capacity, priority, sequencing real? Yung Dalian train, only 9 out of 48 rail cars are being used. Pero for the last 8 years or 9 years, nakatiwangwang yung Dalian trains
Right.
na binili ng Pilipinas sa China.
Yes.
So, yung mga gano'n, no? They're prevented from doing or they refuse to do certain things because maybe politics, because dinicide yun noong 2016, it was declared na mukhang ayaw pakita ng mga sumunod na administrasyon during Duterte. Ngayon, ayaw ding galawin. So, we're doing little things na cosmetic but not the substantive part.
Pero I think recently there's a development on that story na parang they're using some of the Dalian trains already. Nakahanap na sila ng parte to match it dun sa bagon natin.
Yun ang isang tinatawag kong deflection na sinasabi nila.
So,
And nine yan, naggamit na field na nung araw. Several years ago. Tapos sasabihin nila magdadagdag. Yung pa rin naman ang 9 pa rin ang nilalagay. Yung 3 cars, 3 trains yung 9 na yun, no?
Yes, oo.
Ang sabi ko, ba't hindi yung iba pang 39?
Alright.
They refuse to say na hindi nila ginagamit yung 39.
Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyong insight. Yan po si Transportation and Infrastructure Expert Engineer Rene Santiago. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.